Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're going to be looking at some gear that's available in the 2019 prep packs from BioLite. So if you didn't know, September is National Preparedness Month, and BioLite reached out to me and said, hey, we have these different kits that we're putting together. We'd like you to check out some of the gear. So I said, yeah, definitely. I am a firm believer in having some core gear available for you in your house, for you as an individual, for your family, whatever it is. This stuff is the type of thing, these are the type of things you can like keep in a kit that you keep, you know, under the sink or maybe upstairs in the attic, keep it in a closet. And then if all of a sudden you lose power, now you've got a bunch of gear to basically to get you through until, you know, basically power's back or whatever the case may be. So they have three different kits. They have a solo kit, they have an apartment kit, and then they have the family kit. What you're looking at here is various gear that's available across all those kits. So I'll give you a rundown of the different items that come in each kit, but let me show you what we have here first on the table. So we have some of these sunlights, which these are individual lights. We have the Solar Home 620, which is this, and then there are a bunch of lights as well that they don't even fit on the table, but we'll show you those in a moment. This is the solar panel. This is to charge your gear off of the unit. This is basically a battery pack. It's an MP3 player. It's a radio. It's also a light as well. And then we have LifeStraw, we have their headlamp, and then this is kind of the adapter that you can put the headlamp in to hang it, so it basically becomes a lantern. Back here we have the Charge 20, which is a small portable battery. We have the LifeStraw, which is kind of the individual LifeStraw, and then we have the LifeStraw Family 1.0, which is basically a unit to purify a lot of water for a larger group of people. So what I want to do is talk through each of these items individually, and then in particular with the Solar Home 620, I'm going to set this up at night downstairs in my kind of living room, dining room, family room area. And you can see the light that comes out of it and how it functions. And, you know, bottom line is that you can invest not a ton of money and you can get a kit that you can just keep and have ready so that when all of a sudden power goes out or something like that, you are ready to stay functioning. You know, you're not scrambling last minute. So like I said, I'm going to talk through the individual pieces of gear, and then we'll show you what the Solar Home 620 looks like in use. All right, let's talk about the sunlights first. So basically what you have is a small light that you can charge up using the back of this, using the solar panel. In general, when you have a small solar panel like this, I recommend people, if they have the option to charge it with like a USB, to do that. This does have a, let me see if I can open this up, yeah, micro USB port on the bottom. So you've got basically three functions. So I'm going to turn it on. It's going to give you the normal light function, right? Your standard LEDs. Now, when you hold this down, it's going to get brighter, and then it's going to go down to more dim, and then it'll flash. And then when I hold it down, it's going to go to brighter again, up to the top, and it'll flash. All right, okay, now I'm going to turn it off. Now I'm going to press it twice. So on, and then the second one. Now it's going to come on as this red light. It's going to come on the red light. I'm going to hold the power button down. You're going to see it scroll through a bunch of different color outputs. So come to an orange, to a yellow, to a green. It's going to move towards a blue here. Lighter blue, a little bit darker blue. It's going to eventually move to like a purplish, yep, like a fuchsia, purple. And then back up to the red. I'm going to hit it and it's going to go off. Now you see it flashes twice yellow. If it flashes red, that means you're down to like 10%. If it flashes twice yellow, it's about 50%. And if it flashes green, then you're at fully charged. So those are the first two settings. So you got normal light and then individual colors. And then they have what they call party mode. And you're going to basically click it 3 times and it's going to scroll through the colors automatically. So 1, 2, 3. And now it'll just take itself through the various color outputs. So that's pretty simple. That's how it's going to work. You can see it does have a stand in the back, so I can stand it and put it in point it various directions. It does move 360 degrees around, and you can see there's a little hook here if I want to hang this up. All right, so again, we're going to talk about the individual products, and we'll talk about the different packs, the different kits that you can get the individual products in. So again, again from BioLite, and again, this is the sunlight. Okay, next up here, we're going to look at the BioLite Charge 20. This is a 50 to 100 milliamp battery, 3.6 volts. It's pretty much like your standard portable battery. Open this up, press the button. You're going to see I've got 3 out of the 4 lights lit. If I want to charge it up, I put the micro USB in there and then charge it up, you know, with a computer. I could charge it up off the wall, and this is your USB output. Here's a cover, so you keep the water out. Not a big, heavy thing to carry around. You could definitely throw this in a pack, but this is great to have this charged up and ready at home. So in case you lose power immediately, you could charge up a phone. Turn on the scale here and weigh this. So 5.87 ounces. So again, for me, this is not something I want to, like, you know, carry around in a pocket every day, but having this available at home is a great option, or keeping in an EDC bag. So again, the BioLite Charge 20, that's our second item we're looking at here. Okay, next up here is this, which is the Headlamp 330. I'm actually showing you the back because when you first look at it, it looks like, okay, well, this is where the light's going to come out because it's the biggest part of the unit, but actually up here is where the light comes out. So you basically have a more tight beam, and then you have a flood as well. And here's a little button to turn it on. Here is your power pack in the back, and you can see when we open this up, you're going to plug in your micro USB to charge that up. This is a 900 milliamp battery. It's a lithium ion battery. Very small and compact as far as your, you know, this portion of the light. Very, obviously very sleek. It's not a huge bezel on this, but let me just show you real quick here. So here's your first one. It's the red output. Obviously, this is going to save your night vision. Turn this off. Turn it on to the second one. This is going to be more of your hot beam. So it's going to have let me turn that off. It's kind of blinding the camera. This one's going to have a tighter beam. The third one will be your flood. So that's more of your flood. Your fourth output is both. It's going to give you the most light. Like that. And then your last one is going to be flashing, or basically, I wouldn't call it strobe, but it's flashing so that you can get somebody's attention. And then that's going to go off. Now this is adjustable, so you can point it down if you want to. You can point it at different angles. And that's what it looks like when it's clicked back up. So for both your flood and your spot, you can adjust it so the output goes up and down. Let me show you that real quick. So I'll hold it and it's going to go down. And then when it blinks, that you're at the bottom, hold it, it's going to go up. It'll blink, hold it, it's going to go back down. So fully adjustable. Let's go to the other one here real quick. So this is, again, hold it, it's going to go down. It'll blink, hold it, it's going to go back up. That'll blink, and then turn it off. So obviously a lot of features on the headlamp. Again, this is something great to keep with the rest of the gear. My recommendation, I'll talk about this a little bit, but my recommendation is keep all this gear together in one place and just use it for emergencies. Put a reminder in your calendar to charge it up every once in a while to make sure everything's ready to go. And then, you know, have a separate headlamp if you want to be using something, you know, on when you're out for a walk with the dog at night or something like that. But keep these all ready to go for an emergency. So again, this is the Headlamp 330, and that's the next item available in some of these kits. This next item is really simple, but basically it's a bag, and let me turn this on here real quick. When you put the headlamp into the bag, it's going to create more of a kind of like a lantern effect. So it's a little bit hard to do just holding it here. If I hang it up, you'll see it better, but basically it makes the light diffuse. But essentially, you know, put the headlamp in a bag, and now it's much more like a kind of a lantern or an area light as opposed to a headlamp. All right, so this is kind of the big item. This is the Solar Home 620. Now, you're going to charge this up using the included solar panel, or you can also get an AC adapter to plug it in and charge it, or I would recommend both. So charge it up using the AC adapter, and then with the solar panel, you can keep it charged all the time. There is a lot of cordage for the solar panel to plug into this. So you can have this on a wall and then run the solar panel out a door or out a window, something like that. You've got two types of lantern. This one, you can see it's got a little extra circle in the middle. This is a motion sensor lantern. And then this one over here is just a lantern. You've got the button to click it to turn them on and off. That's for both of these. They do have a lot of cordage, and you can connect like this lantern to this and then this lantern to this. So you've got a lot of space that you can cover. And again, you'll see this when I set this up and kind of, you can actually see it at night. I'll set it up, and like I said, in the living room downstairs. Once this is charged up, let me just press this sideways. So it says Monday, August 26th. The time is off right now. I got to adjust that. Your battery is 91%. You have 24 plus hours till it's empty. There's no solar power because it's not plugged into the solar panel. FM radio is off. MP3 is waking up. I don't have any MP3s in there right now. And then back to the original. We do have a light here as well. I'm going to cycle through this. So that's what that looks like. And then here's your radio. nothing now because I don't have this set up and it's not tuned to an official station. But so this is the type of thing you can see. Let me show you here. There's a little metal bracket. You can mount this on the wall, or you can set it up and then take it off and store it, and then later on you can come back and hang it up when you actually need it. This little section here is for putting a phone. We do have some charging ports on the side, and that's where an SD card can go on that side. I'm not going to use the SD card, I don't think, for anything. But yeah, so that's your Solar Home 620. The best way to see it is to actually see it set up, so I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, 2 more items here. This is the individual, like the personal LifeStraw, and you've probably seen these all over the place. They've been available for a while. Here's the information right here, your specification side. So the filter pore size is 0.2 microns, lifetime capacity is 1,000 gallons. Essentially, you can put this into some sort of unclean, unfiltered water source and drink out of it. It's not going to take out, it will remove, like it says here, protozoa and bacteria, 99.9999 and 99.9% of protozoa, and then the larger number for bacteria. It's not going to take out stuff like chemicals from every type of water. So that's just something to keep in mind. There's a lot of filters that don't do that. But as far as, if there's like a nasty puddle outside, you can drink from this or drink from that using this, and then you'll be able to, get all the junk out of it so you can have clean water. All right, this last item is the LifeStraw Family 1.0, and essentially what you have here is the unit that you're going to pour water into. So you're going to hang this up. The water is going to come in here. You're going to hang it up so that the tube is straight. I can't do it on camera just because it takes up a lot of space as far as like the amount of height. So you're going to hang this up. So you pour water in. It's going to go through here, and then you don't want to drink water out of the red. You want to drink water out of the blue. So with the LifeStraw Family, you're going to get this whole explanation of how to set it up. It's relatively simple to do here. So you hang the filter straight up. You close the blue tap. You open the red tap. Pour the water in. Open the red tap until some water is released for 10 seconds. Count to 10. Close the red tap. Fill the pre-filter again with water, and then open the blue tap, wait for 2 minutes for the filtered water to flow. Then it says water collected from the blue tap is clean and safe. So basically that's a way to filter a lot more water as opposed to an individual LifeStraw. This is like a massive filtering system here. This is the pre-filter up here. They do have some information about cleaning out the pre-filter and then also cleaning out the lower portion. This is basically, it looks like, to pressurize the system so you can get water coming out of the blue hose, back up through the system. But I mean, yeah, this is obviously, people around the world are using it. This is a great item so that you're not just trying to have everybody drink with the, where did I put it here? With the individual LifeStraw on your thing. It's just a lot easier. So again, that's the LifeStraw Family 1.0. So what we're going to do now is go downstairs and set up the Solar Home 620 for nighttime and show you what that looks like. And then we'll explain the different packs, the different kits that you can get from BioLite. All right, so here's the setup. I have this just hanging on a carabiner. You can see I've got a cord coming out the side here so I can charge up an iPhone. Got some cords running out. The first one is the antenna for the FM radio. The next cord is to this first light. Then a cord up here, runs around here, all the way over here to the second light, and over here to the third light. So here's a quick look at the living room during the with the light on. And let me turn the home lights off and turn this on instead. Okay, so we're in the dark. Let's turn on the first light. So those are the 3 different settings. Let me go through one more time. Off, 1, 2, 3. And you can see already what that looks like. Let's go turn on the second one. Lots and lots of cordage between the lights. Here's number 2 right here. Let me back up again and show you that. So I mean, the living room is definitely lit up at this point. Now I'm going to show you the third light. And this is one you can turn on normally or also use the motion detector setting. So here's the living room now. Now you're going to see that far light go off in a second because I've put it onto the motion detector setting, and then I'll walk by and you can see the light come on. So that's what that looks like. I'll go back over here to home base and I'll turn this light on. So now there's one light, second light, third light, and the fourth light. So as you can see, I mean, I could definitely do pretty much anything I needed to do down here in the living room area with all this light on. I do have the radio set up. I don't have the radio antenna set up exactly how I want to, but you can see it works at least decently.
I think both of us are really just struck by this, that you've built kind of into your programming. Like even though
So that's what that's like, and then I'll roll in footage here of charging my wife's phone in the little tray there, and you can see that works totally fine as well. But I mean, a lot of light here, all back to this power source, which again, you can run the solar charger out the back and then charge it up outside, and also you can just plug this into, you know, your normal plug if you have an AC adapter. Alright guys, I'm outside now with the headlamp on, and I just want to roll in some photos here so you can see what it looks like with the various settings. You can definitely see when I shine this light at the fireplace out at my bushcraft base camp that the difference between the spot and the flood is pretty obvious. But overall, for such a compact little light, definitely gives a good amount of throw, and just the flood. Yeah, I mean, overall, I like the light. I like the light a lot. It feels very lightweight, and I like the fact that it doesn't have the strap across the top of the head. I just prefer not to have that. I would prefer that the battery pack was in the front, but as it's set up, it's working well, and I like it. I'm going to talk about the kits and the different prices in a minute, but first let me just offer some reflections. The headlamp I like, really compact, and yeah, a lot of light for such a tiny little headlamp. And the fact that all these things, the headlamp, the sunlight, the solar home, they're all easily recharged. I think that's a win. The fact that for the Solar Home 620 you can use a solar panel or the AC adapter is great. You know, if you remember to charge it up with your AC adapter, awesome. But if you forget and then all you have is solar power, you could be in a tough situation. So it's great to have the solar panel if you forget to use the AC adapter, or obviously if you don't have an AC adapter. I will be honest with you, I don't totally get the party mode for the sunlights. It's kind of fun, I guess, a little bit. The one advantage I can tell you is that with kids, if you're in a situation where you lost power and the kids are getting scared, to have like a multicolored light thing could be fun. I think that's, it is totally underrated, having something to entertain, to distract kids from a tough situation, or just to, you know, have a little fun when power's out, it's cold, something like that. So I don't know if they designed it that way is what I'm saying, but if they did, then that's a win, to have a little something extra without, you know, you're not paying a ton of extra money for that special feature. So I've had the products for, I would say, a month, maybe a month and a half now, and using them on and off, everything has worked quite well. I did have one issue with the Solar Home 620 when I first got it, and they dealt with it immediately. So that's definitely good. Again, I'm a reviewer, so I may have a different relationship with them than, you know, a customer who's not working with them directly, as far as, like, you know, reviewing their products. But they have worked well with me so far, and they've been very responsive. Some companies take a long time to get back to you. These guys have been responsive quite quickly. All right, guys, so you've seen the products in use. I want to talk to you now about the different kits that are available from BioLite. I've put links in the description section, so just click that Show More tab, and then you can go to the direct kits that are available from BioLite. All right, the first kit is called the Solo Kit. It's good for 1 to 2 people, and this is the list of products that you actually get in the Solo Kit. So you're gonna get the sunlight, you're gonna get the headlamp, you're gonna get the stuff sack, you're gonna get the Charge 20, and you'll also get the LifeStraw. Now that's the individual LifeStraw, and for that kit right there, that Solo Kit, it's gonna run you just under $130, so $129.75. So you're saving about $20 if you buy the package now, you buy the kit now. Again, that's the Solo Kit for $129.75. The next level up is called the apartment kit, and this is generally good for 2 up to 4 people. So you're gonna get 2 sunlights, 2 headlamps, 2 stuff sacks. You're also gonna get the solar home 620, and then you'll get an AC charger for that, and you'll also get a LifeStraw. So that one's gonna run $309.60, $309.60, and you're gonna save 50 bucks. Again, links down below in the description section. The last kit is called the family kit, and this is gonna be good for groups of 4 or more. So with this one, you're gonna get 4 sunlights of those little square lights, 4 headlamps. You're gonna get the family LifeStraw system, the larger one that I showed to you. You're also gonna get the solar home 620, and you get the AC adapter with that as well. The price for that is $459.45. You're gonna save $75 there. So those are the different kits that they are featuring right now. So you're gonna save money if you buy a cluster of the items together. Obviously, if you wanna buy individual items, you can do that, certainly. Again, I got links to the BioLite website down below. I honestly, as I was thinking about this earlier today, I'm like, I don't even know if I have any affiliate relationship as far as like I get a cut of the, you know, any sales they make. But regardless, like I've got my system. When they sent it to me, I was intrigued by it, so I took it. I've tested it out. I've got it stored up and ready for, you know, an emergency that might come along. So I want to hear your thoughts on the system. And if you buy one of your own products from BioLite, I want to hear from you guys as well. Let's hear what your experience has been. All right, guys, thanks as always for checking out the videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.